of Excellence, and you were transferred to the Kingston Public Hospital, the doctor at Kingston Public, by just clicking on the system, entering his password, he can access your electronic patient health records from Kingston Public. And you are coming from Santa Cruz. So gone were the days where doctors have to be calling facility to get information and we have to be faxing. We are moving away from that kind of analog system where we will be having real-time access to your data. So we want you to cooperate with us. We want you to work with us, because in reaching that far, it will require a lot of work from us as health record staff. It would require a lot of work from you, the patient, because in protecting your record, we would need certain information from you. We would need your consent to collect certain information. We are going to need your consent to share your information. And so as of December 1st, Jamaica passed what we call a Data Protection Act, and the Data Protection Act will enable us as health practitioners to receive your consent to collect your name. So when that time comes, at registration, if we give you a consent form for you to sign giving us permission, we want you to cooperate, because that will be protecting your information. You will be telling us what we can do with your information. You will be telling us what we should not do with your information, because if you said that we cannot share it, we just can't share it. So as we advance digital health information, I want us as a team to be proactive. I want you to be mindful of the time. We're changing, we're transforming, and so do our health sector. And if the health sector is transforming, we also need to transform how we manage our record. So as we gather for this open day, I know it will be a success. Our keynote speaker is a very knowledgeable person in the area, and I'm sure that you will learn a lot from his presentation. So I want to wish for you all a successful open day and the very best. Thank you.
All right, so we're moving on nice and smooth. Now, ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself. We're going to have greetings from Mr. Michael Bent, our Regional Director for the Southern Regional Health Authority.
Members of the head table, nobody had recognized Dr. Edwards as a guest speaker, right? So let me recognize Dr. Edwards, SMO for Maypen Hospital, who will be the keynote speaker today, and other team members who are here. The members of the Health Information Management Group. I'm pleased to see the turnout, knowing that it is a busy Tuesday morning, and of course we know the tasks that you all have in your various places of work. The students of Manual College and the teachers. Yes. Right, students, they start winning prize already. I'm sure that it is because of the quality of teaching that they have been getting. Other participants here, patients, clients, it is indeed a very good thing to be here today celebrating with you your Health Information Management Week. It is no mistake why a launch was held in the southern region. So yesterday I had a service at Spalding, right? Yeah, Sunday. Today we are here, and we are happy to have our colleagues from over in Northeast. Yes. Your director is my very good friend. As a matter of fact, I have a meeting with her in another 20 or so minutes. You tell that you're coming here? Alright, I won't tell her that you're here, right? Well, it's good to have you all here. As all the members have stated before, your work and worth is priceless. You are tasked with very, very important duties in the healthcare delivery. You are tasked with ensuring that information is accurate, but also high level of confidentiality.
Yes.
And for that, we are very grateful, because since my tenure here, I cannot recall getting any complaint or lawsuit of patient record, patient information being leaked. So I need to commend you. And to also convey to your colleagues and to encourage them to remain professional. Now, in the Southern Regional Health Authority, as was stated earlier on, we are not just a region of champions. We believe in transforming the sector. And so, you have heard of the electronic health records going live in Maypen Hospital before the 5th of November. I see Denise here. Who is it? Denise, right? Start Denise so you know, because you're a key person in leading that. As we speak, the training is going on. The team down there. We are 6 weeks. Started about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and should be wrapping up. So before by the 5th of November, the Maypen Hospital will say, okay, listen, we have stepped out of the paper and into the digital. Right? And that is why it is important for us to have the theme advancing health information management in pursuit of high quality, as Jeremy had emphasized, high quality health information. And these colleagues, we need to commend the team down in Maypen, because that is no easy task. We have been dealing with decades of paper, and so we have to make a paradigm shift, moving from the paper to digital. But it takes commitment, right, Denise, on the team?
Yes.
And Dr. Commitment from the staff. Go to the training. Buy into it. Go to the training. And to ensure that the investment the government of Jamaica is making through the IBD is not something in vain. And I said all of this because it will soon reach all the other parishes too. And what we'll be asking of you is for that commitment during the training. So it's not just to say, okay, Maypen does it. Maypen did it because there was commitment. So I call on you to be committed to the training, be committed to the purpose, so that your lives can be better. You have more time to relax, you'll be healthier. No more would you have to be struggling with dust. I mean, I shun away from going to some of the health records, and I must confess, I shun away from visiting some of the facilities, because when I see the number of dockets and the paper, which are the records, right? The records, right. And to know that persons have to be doing that. But we are seeing light at the end of the tunnel, right? Very, very bright one too. Very transformational light. So I encourage you to participate when the time comes And I'm sure Denise will invite you down to Maple and say, come and take a look when we start getting live and say, let us see what is happening. Of course, with the permission from the SMO, right? It's transformational too, right? Right, so we want that to be permeated throughout, not just the southern region, but throughout all the regions. That's where we want to go. Why is it that southern region was chosen again for the launch? As we sit here, we have one member amongst us who will be heading to Australia next week to represent the government of Jamaica. His record person. Stand up, Jamaica, Mia Richards. She's the only person from Jamaica going into Australia among some 20 other countries or more to represent you. And I'm sure as she continues to do, she has done before, she will continue to do. And I'm also sure that she will be speaking about some of the progress that you have been making in Jamaica. And I'm also sure that she'll be grooming some of you so that in the future, not in the future, persons from different countries be calling and members from you to say, hey, I should say, I'm sending somebody from President Manchester carrying where it is to represent Jamaica. That's what I know. Now as we celebrate your week, I'm going to give you a challenge. Even I know it may perhaps cannot happen for this week, but for future years. I want to see some more writing from this group. You are doing such an important role in the health sector, right? I'm challenging some of you, my health information team, to do some publication, write about some of the things that your job entails. Yes, we have an exhibition, but you want to see it in the wider media, whether it is social, digital, whatever it is. I challenge you to put out some articles here, so that persons, not just locally, not just persons in the health sector, but persons in the wider society can understand and have a great appreciation of the work you're doing. I say I'm going in here. Valerie, don't know what it is, right? Right, so we really want to see. I know they have the talents.
Yes.
So I want to see some writing. Is that a promise?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I want to see some publication. So as you continue this day, your exhibition, your open day today, I get to congratulate you for taking on this. I hope that you will have a very excellent day. And then the rest of the week will be very, very exciting and stimulating. That as we go forward, you will continue to embrace and lead the charge for change as we seek to enhance healthcare delivery in the southern region and also in Jamaica. Have yourself a blessed day.
All right, so we are ready for some entertainment. Are you ready to be entertained by the one and only Mandible Primary with a cultural item? Yes, clap them, Mandible Primary and Junior High School. We're going to do a cultural item at this time.
Boy, down Emmanuel Road, got them boy, feed go rock rock stone. Go down Emmanuel Road, got them boy, feed go rock rock stone. Go down Emmanuel Road, got them boy.
No, can I have a bucket, please? Somebody raise some answer. Yes, nice lady. Yeah, I know that God send the Torah to them. Yes, mommy. Amen. Long time never played in here. Nice and pretty. Good. Look around, look around, look around, look around. Look up and look down and look around. Right? What is today's theme? Yeah? Look around, man. Look around. See down. There's something on and look at this one. Look around, look at this one. Go over the top, go over the top. Yes.
Tell me.
Go, look up, look down, look on the doctor, and you well. Round the Sunday, yes. You can't, have my glasses in, you can't see. Ready now? Look, man, the team there, man, the team is there. Look. Team.
Advancing health information management in pursuit of eye on quality digital health information.
Yeah! Big up yourself for me. You're down the foreign. Let's send them away. All right, can I get a prize for her, please? Yes, ma'am. Come. Right, moment. Back up. Come from back. Big up yourself. All right, I'm going to focus my mind on people left now. Good. All right. So we know what is the theme. All right. No, this one easy. Bad. Very easy. Very easy. Now, the little girl came up and chilled her part, so I'm going to ask a question in a different way. List 3 sets of information that can be found on a medical record. Not easy, but easy. 3 sets of information can be found on a medical record. So 3 things you can find on a medical record. You're going to find that on a medical record. Whoops. You want to say? Alright, ready. Anyone? Congratulations, woman. What you are getting? What you say? So, can I have some credit? Where you use? Slow and digit? Line or digit? Digicel. And what you use, my friend? See that balance. One a line and one a digit. Clap them, please. Alright. So you want to come for the prize and I want to take it to you? Alright, Amy, that little boy, wow. Come down here. Clap them again, please. Alright, clap them, please. Alright, so we're going to move back now to our regular scheduled program. You can take one more. The kids? Alright, so Mom of a primary, don't leave it. I've got more for you guys. Alright? Maybe Miss can come because we need a teacher doing something. So Mom of a primary. Hold on. To make their way to the MC and answer this question correctly will not only get a trip for 2 to an all-inclusive hotel, but will get a prize. And the question is, what are some of the services that is offered at the Mandible Health Center? What are some of the services offered at the Mandible Health Center? Alright, one new one, good. As she make her way, she will be getting a trip for 2. Here we go. You're not sure? Alright, good. Alright, so the question is, name some services that when you come to the hospital, you can get these services. Alright? So, I'm going to narrate though. Just give me 3 of them. There are a whole lot. Well, that must be 3 services. What's your name? Okay, you're in grade 6? Alright, and the correct answer is? Now look at Auntie by the top. Alright, ready now. Not sure. Alright, so Sherman, Alex Rep. What's your name, sir? Good. We're talking so brilliant. Ready now? Name 3 services you can get when you come to the Mandela Health Center.
Dental clinic,
Yes?
free dental,
Dental clinic, free dental. Alright, no. Give me another one. The dental cover everything. So give me another one. Is the medical records department important in providing quality health services? Come, my friend. Nice lady. Yes. Fresh from London to you know. Good. And what is your name? Okay. And the correct answer to win the prize is...
So the medical records department it is very important because it is used for planning and evaluation. We also use it for quality and qualitative analysis.
Quality and
Quantitative.
Quality and quantitative evaluation. So is she correct? Alright, so I hear Mandela said, Mandela said, yes! Yes! So there needs to be a little bit of improvement. Something else. I forget that one key word, that one key something.
Alright, so there are many aspects of it, but what I thought is that there is the main aspect. So it is very important one, it is used for planning and evaluation. 2, quality and quantitative analysis. It is the confidential aspect of the department and it is used for continuity of patient care. Give me another one, research.
Yes. Research.
Yes. Research and we also store the records. So all the information are stored in the office, in the department.
Alright, I think the storage I mean man. Yes. So that's what you want here. Clap up, please. Thank you.
Me come to see doctor.
Okay. Are you on the list for
No,
registration?
me just a come. Me just a come.
Okay. Do you have your appointment card with
No,
you?
miss.
Why? What happened?
If me leave it.
Whenever you're coming for registration, you need to take the card with you. That's what we use to find your record.
Miss come me didn't pay this morning. Miss never remember take up the card.
Okay. Next time you come in, ensure that you bring it. All right?
Yes.
I'm going to take some information from you now in order to search for your record. What is your name?
Arlene Mackenzie.
How you spell your Arlene?
Miss me no remember miss.
Okay then. What's your date of birth?
Me born 65.
When exactly is it? Which month, which day?
Miss come me birthday for them put the 15th of March 65.
So you're born the 15th of March 1965?
Yes, miss.
And your name is Arlene. Where do you live?
Me live a Red Bank.
Red Bank where?
Chorus.
Okay then, give me a sec, I'll check. Okay, I'm finding it here now, Miss Arlene. I'm going to write a temporary card for you, please. Whenever you're coming back here, you take it with you, okay?
Alright.
So you can have a seat and wait.
Alright.
Okay, so she's here for an extraction. She's also feeling pain in the tummy. All right? One more patient. Next patient, please.
Morning, miss.
Morning again. How can I help you?
Miss, me I want to swear foot here, so miss. I may come picture see.
Have you ever seen the doctor with that
No,
foot before?
miss. Me I come from me and with the foot. It a get bad and it a get stink.
Okay, you're gonna need to see the doctor first before I can do any registration for you.
You see the doctor?
Yes, speak to nurse rather.
Miss, me
So
can't
nurse
go
will
so
tell us
far,
what
you know,
to do.
miss. Man, people say that here, me say me foot. Me foot.
How long your foot has been like that, miss?
A long time, miss. A long time.
Okay, I'm gonna have to assist you. I'm gonna go down and speak with the nurse and come back and address you. Alright, you can have a seat and wait.
Alright, miss.
Next person.
My name is
Good morning, miss. How can I help you?
Miss Noah, see doctor.
What is happening with you today?
Miss, me just not feel well. Me want to see the doctor.
You're just coming?
Yes, miss, me just a come.
Okay, our registration starts at 7 o'clock, alright, and it's now after 10.
But miss, me couldn't get no taxi here, sir.
Alright,
You know was a taxi ration.
I understand, but you still have to make the effort and try to come early.
Alright, miss, next time we will try, but we can't see doctor today, please.
Yes, we have a space that we can put into that space. Do you have your card with you?
Card, miss, which card?
Your appointment
No, miss,
card.
you never give me none before. Me never get none yet.
Have you ever been to this clinic before?
Yes, miss. Enough time.
Okay, but once you have been registered here before, you would have gotten a card.
Miss, want to white something?
Yes, miss,
Miss,
that's
me
the
never know
card.
this, so me no carry it.
Next time you come in, please ensure that you bring it.
Alright, miss, me if me can't find it, can me probably be hard dash for that long time.
You're sure you don't want to check and see if you have it?
No, miss, me know me don't have it.
Alright, I'm going to take your name, date of birth, and address to try and find your record. What is your name, miss?
Miss, I'm Mary.
Mary what?
I'm Mary, they call me no miss, I'm Mary.
What is your
Miss,
last
look at this,
name?
Mary Brown, I'm like Mary Brown.
Mary Brown?
Yes.
What's your date of birth?
Boy, miss, they said me I was 30, you know, me no remember. Yes,
You don't
but
remember
me was
what
at
you
the
want?
October. But I think I take October, but me no remember what year.
Okay then, I'm going to check for you.
Yes.
Alright, Mary Brown, I am seeing Marianne. Is it?
Oh, Miss Miriam, me pet name. Miriam, me pet name.
Oh, so it's Mary
It's
and
Miriam,
Brown.
miss, yes. Miriam,
Alright.
me pet name.
Okay.
But you see, through me use Mary so much, me not even remember the Miriam.
You have to remember what name you're registered under so that we can know what exactly to look for.
Alright, miss, alright. You never
Alright.
see a Miriam.
So we found
Miss,
it.
miss a long time, me down there, so me no hear me name and no, me no know what go on.
You're next in line, miss. Just give us a minute.
Miss, but after 5 me there this morning, miss, and me hungry.
I
me
understand.
hungry, miss, me hungry. You come to my white.
I understand, miss, but you still have to wait, alright?
It's
It's a
a long time
process.
me a wait. It's a long time me a wait. Me come here from after 5 this morning, you know, miss.
Okay, I
Me not even
understand.
drink a cup of tea, miss. From morning, me come here wait, you know.
Alright, just calm down. I'm going to assist you next, alright? Just give me a minute, alright? Sorry about that. One more registration. Morning, miss. Good morning. How can I help you?
I'm making an appointment.
May I have your card and your prescription, please?
Oh, you know, someone left the description at the pharmacy.
Pardon me?
The description, miss. Doctor said description.
It's called a prescription, miss.
You sure, miss? Doctor said description.
No, man. The correct name is prescription,
You want me
alright?
to get the medicine pan, miss?
Yes, miss.
Oh,
So you need...
doctor tell me say a description. We must drop off the description at pharmacy.
No, it's your prescription. So once you collect back the prescription, you take it to me with your card and I'll make your appointment.
All right, miss. May I go for the description and carry it back to you?
Your prescription, miss.
What you say, miss?
Prescription.
All right. May I go for the description here?
Okay, miss.
Good morning, miss.
Good morning.
My father dead and I have to come to get the death certificate.
Who are you, miss?
My name is P.
Miss P?
Yes.
What's your father's name?
Oh, if next a career, too.
Your name is in his record as next of kin?
But I'm a
Okay.
father and I always care for my doctor.
Do you have an appointment card for him?
No, ma'am, I'm not care appointment card. But in that, it's in here.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. I cannot give you any information for your father unless you can prove to me that he's your father. And secondly, I'm going to have to check for his record to ensure that you're the next of kin in the record as well.
Okay, ma'am, I'm waiting.
All right? So I'll do that in a minute. Okay. Miss P?
Yes, ma'am.
Miss P, all right. I'm looking.
Hold on. You can't get on this, sir. I feel the father. How she forget it? How she forget it? No. Miss, check.
Me always carry for my doctor.
Miss, it no matter. Check.
And me always carry for my
What
doctor.
have you carry the money to carry this?
Okay, no problem. Just calm down.
Let's check quick.
Okay, I'm checking the record now. Based on the record that I'm looking at, I don't see a Miss P as next of kin, so I cannot give you any information. No.
But
There's no Miss P
don't tell
there.
me you see can't come and doctor every day.
Yes, Miss, but your name is not in his record, so we cannot give it to you.
Oh, yeah, let's see me daddy love. Oh,
What is it? So if the next of kin in the record is actually Sherry. So Sherry would have to come in to collect that next cert, alright?
Okay, ma'am.
When she's coming, she needs to take her ID with her and the appointment card for for your father as well.
The appointment card?
Yes, please.
Okay, and you don't need anything else here?
That's it to find the record for him, but in terms of ruling out any fault there with the death, you have to get a report from the police as well. If your father died at home, we need that from the police. Alright?
Okay, ma'am. Alright, thanks.
You're welcome.
Wow, what a player. Eh? That player gave a bring out. You know? But to be honest, I think they did a very good job at demonstrating how the day-to-day interface with the clients really look like. Trust me, I saw it go. I don't work in this space, but sometimes when I'm in this space, I see how the customers react. And you have to, yeah? That is the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, man, true, trust me. Right. So give them a round of applause. Clap them, please, for doing an excellent job. Bringing that role play across. All right. So moving on nicely with the program, we're going to have an overview. But before we're going to do that, I'm going to invite Tamesia Francis, our health records clerk from the Mandeville Comprehensive Health Center, to come forward. And of course, we're going to ask Mrs. Veronica Miller-Richards to be on the standby, our Regional Health Records Administrator. Alright, so I think Miss Francis is cooling off from that play. Or maybe, you know, sometimes when they get a role play, you know, you act out something, yeah, and then you don't really go away, you have to just act it out. Yeah, but you as the audience don't know the mistake, but we know the mistake. Yes, you have to just act it out. Alright, so I'm waiting on Miss Francis to come forward. Miss Francis. Alright, why she make her wait there with the phone? Fast finger credit. Fast finger credit star 121 star. Digital credit. Yes, digital credit, fast finger credit. Fast finger credit. Oh my goodness. Yes, $200. Digital credit, fast finger credit. Star 121 star. Star 121 star. Here we go. 9 0 1 8 5 5 0 6 1 3, 4, 9, 7, 7, 6, 8, 3, 1, 9, 5, 10, 11, 12. One of our credit, go by. By the way, that's my booking number. I do birthday party, weddings, and funerals. You can book me mcteddy.com. Alright? Yeah, it's long distance credit, so you don't have to long. Your was a doctor or something, hold on. Master, what kind of credit? It's long distance credit, doctor. Yeah, man. International number credit, good. Please put your hands together for Rich Richard! Come on, man, what kind of thing? You look like the time that, man.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
All protocols observed. Today, I'm just going to be giving you a little overview of our profession. So, as the Regional Health Record Administrator, President of the Jamaica Medical Records Association, and the National IFEMA Director, I deem it a privilege to be standing here today to share in this momentous moment. The Jamaica Medical Records Association this year celebrates its 52nd year of existence under the theme Advancing Health Information Management in Pursuit of High Quality Digital Information. This professional body started out as a concept aboard the SS Hope Hospital ship in September of 1971 and was officially launched as an association on October 21, 1971. The health information management profession currently consists of a cadre in excess of over 950 staff island-wide. The association is also a member of the international body, International Federation of Health Information Management Association. I am sure that most, if not all of us present here this morning, for one reason or another, has used a health facility at some point in time. However, not all of you might know the role of the health records personnel and the health records department. Our group consists of staff from both primary and secondary care, that is both hospital and health centers within the 4 regions, namely Southeast region, Northeast region, Western region, and the Southern region. The health record structure professionally consists of a 6-level hierarchy system, namely the Director of Health Record Services, who sits at the national level, Health Record Specialist, who sits at the national level as well, Regional Health Records Administrators, who are regional supervisors in charge of various parishes within their region. We have our Parish Health Records Administrators, who are parish supervisors, Health Records Administrators who supervise in our hospital settings, Health Records Technicians, who are team leaders for technical areas, and our Health Record Clerks, who come in at an entry level. Training for this profession is done through programs offered at the University of Technology and at overseas universities, resulting in an associate, Bachelor of Science, and master's degrees, respectively. The Health Records Department is noted as the first port of call within any health facility. It is a department within the institution that is organized to render services to the patient, medical staff, the governing body of the institution, and the society at large. Some of our main activities within the department include, but not limited to, conducting patient registration and general admissions for the accident and emergency and ambulatory care services within the hospital, scheduling patient appointments and follow-up visits, provide patient information services in a courteous and user-friendly manner at all levels of the HIM profession, protect and maintain the confidentiality of all patient information within the health facilities, file and retrieval and archival management of all patient medical records, medical secretarial services, medical diagnostic coding and abstraction, which involves the application of an alphanumeric code to disease conditions based on the World Health Organization International Classification of Diseases ICD-10 coding guidelines, medical research, notification and or registration of births and deaths, collection and compilation of the national health statistics, monthly, quarterly and annual reports, quantitative and qualitative analysis, processing of medical legal reports for the resident magistrates courts, insurance companies, the security forces, and other health facilities for individuals, both locally and internationally. In these ways, the health records section complements the medical, paramedical, and other ancillary departments. I charge my colleagues today, despite the constraints we face coming out of a pandemic, much has been accomplished through the professionalism, dedicated effort, and cooperation of the HIM team. Colleagues, indeed a great deal of gratitude is owed to you. The Ministry of Health and Wellness, and by extension the regional health authorities, do admire and respect each and every one of you as a person and as a group of people who have contributed significantly in the field of health information management and health records management. You must be congratulated for all the tremendous efforts you've made in the advancement of health information management and data collection. As HIM professionals, you are deemed experts in your particular areas and are always very willing to give a helping hand where necessary, even under very challenging circumstances at times. We are all hardworking, loyal, and dedicated professionals. Therefore, it is incumbent on us to continue to work together as a team for better quality healthcare delivery that we offer to our clients. Time is vital, yet a thankless task when we achieve success. The measure of public gratitude is never proportionate to our achievements. The strident voice of criticism when there is an error of judgment can never measure the reality of the situation. However, let us never allow things like these to deter us, but continue to do our God-given best. I want to wish all of us a very successful week, and God bless you all. Thank you so very much for your support.
Can I get a wow? Trust me, well detailed, well put together. You covered everything. So thank you so much for that insight and comprehensive overview of what we are all here about today, Mrs. Richards. Give her another big round of applause, please. Veronica Miller Richards, Regional Health Records Administrator. Trust me, well put together. Yes. All right. Now we're moving on nicely. Moving on nicely with the program, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for us to introduce the man with the message, the man with the word. And to do that, we have none other than Miss Tracy Rance, and she is our Health Records Administrator from the beautiful parish of St. Elizabeth. Please put your hands together for her, Great Basket Parish. Come, Sentiment, clap the pedal back.
Mr. Chairman, distinguished guests on the platform, health information professionals, ladies and gentlemen, warm / cool Mandeville good afternoon. It is my distinct honor to introduce to you our esteemed guest speaker for today's gathering, Dr. Bradley Edwards. Dr. Bradley Edwards is a senior medical officer at the Maypen Hospital located in the parish of Clarendon, serving from May 2008 to present. A general surgeon by profession, Dr. Edwards is a hard-working and versatile clinical manager with over 12 years experience as a senior medical officer in the secondary care health system. A strong supporter of the integration of primary and secondary health care, Dr. Edwards possesses the ability to plan and incorporate efficient systems in the development of practical program plans. He is a team player with strong people skills and a strong knowledge base of the principles of management. Dr. Edwards received his MBBS from the University of the West Indies and fellowship of the Royal College of Surgeons of Edinburgh in 2007. He serves as an associate lecturer for the University of the West Indies, Mona, off-site facility, Faculty of Medical Sciences, and an associate hospital dean of clinical medicine, Windsor Medical School. Dr. Edwards was instrumental in launching the Project ECHO initiative in 2015, as well as a Zoom platform sponsored by Project ECHO, which is currently being used for most of our national meetings since 2016. Dr. Edwards is a strong supporter of community-based initiatives directed towards violence reduction, and worked with his team to develop the Stop and Think project at the Person Junior Hospital. He has also recently implemented a community study initiative, HIS, for a few inner city children. He has been on a journey to provide support for health service in the Mocha Mountains in rural Clarendon in Jamaica, with the intent that rural communities must have accessible, affordable health care. Dr. Edwards is the father of 2 children and finds inspiration and strength in his Christian faith. May we all stand and help make welcome Dr. Bradley Edwards.
Thank you, Rance. Really appreciate that introduction. All right, I am here today on the invitation of your team to be the keynote speaker. And first and foremost, I must say, you're all looking fabulous. I really love your medical records uniform. You give me this professional, fantastic look. You understand? And I really think just looking at you, look at people I don't want to come to with my information. So pick up on yourself. I'm look for it. Alright, so all protocol observed. I just want to go in and share some things about the theme today, which is advancing health information management in pursuit of high quality digital health information. Can I start the manual primary children have left? Because this song, I don't know how many of you know the concept behind that song. For years I never knew the concept until I spoke to a man recently that said he and his mother used to go and break rock stone to make road. Did you know that? Did never know that? Never know that till very recently, that there was a part of the original road building in Jamaica. They used to go and break up the things and put them in bags, and they would come and pay them per bag. Right? A big business. You don't know about that? You never know about that until recently. And so it's not I don't play them or play. I work them or work. So, I just wanted to share that with the team because I think it's very important that these issues of national history importance are brought out. And in the same way, history is important, the same way the medical records information collecting system is extremely important. Now, because I'm speaking to health records people, I don't really have to tell you anything about health records. What I can do though is tell you about the impact that it has on me as an administrator and as a medical doctor, and how some of the things that don't happen affect me. So, I have benefited from working with some of the best in the country. Best in terms of health records, best in terms of management. And I can't afford to let go of my medical records supervisor, Denise, right? Because she depended on me a lot. Oh, this woman, she is an advocate for her department, and she don't make anybody know otherwise. We trust me. She advocates for her department, and I dare not say the word docket. She killed me.
She just say.
I don't speak that in. But I mean, it's such a cool thing because she understands her role. She understands her role as being keeper of the records. And she guards those records with her life. She knows where everyone is, and she makes sure that she is in control all the time as to where the records. I'm sure the same goes for all of you here. You all know your role and responsibility, and you know that this physical record is absolutely critical for everything going forward. Now, we're going into a digital age, and I'm very happy for the Maple Hospital that we will be one of the first institutions in the country that will be going via this digital approach. I've worked in several countries, including England and Cayman. And each of those countries I've worked with, they've used digital records. When I worked in England, this was about 2006 or 2005. They used to do ward rounds with tablets, right? So when I came back to Jamaica, my heart was really about getting our country to this level of medical records usage because it made life so much easier. I must say that it's interesting that everything has come back to the southern region. I started in the southern region in the year 2000. And when I started in the southern region, everywhere I looked, there are computers ready and waiting to introduce medical records, right? Digital records. Ready and waiting, this is from the year 2000. Right? So all of us were prepared, all of us used to practice on the computer, Used to play a game, because them said, just get used to it. Them said, get used to it. And then all of a sudden we don't hear nothing anymore. It just done. It died. And we're very disappointed. Very disappointed because we're really ready as a region to start the approach. Now, what I heard happen, right, not the truth, what I heard happen was that it was said that, well, you can't start in southern, you have to start in southeast. And therefore, the people in southeast weren't ready for it, and therefore they just killed it. It's not going on the news, is it? Alright. But now again, guys, it has come full circle. 23 years later, it's come right back to the southern region. And I really want to say that, boy, what I feel can be unfair. And that's 23 years later. But guess what happened? In those 23 years, a lot has happened to bring the digital records to such a standard that it is way exceeding above anything that we could have gotten then. There are people who have taken digital record systems from around that time and they are struggling with them just to keep up. But the system we are getting is an amazing system that has interfacing between different kind of platforms, different kind of languages. It interfaces, right? The coding system is amazing. We're using we're using SDD10 now, but I think we're going to be using Snowmed. So that's another thing you need to know. But Snowmed is not. It's more clinically based, and it is more effective for us. I did mention though that I wanted to share with you some of the things that health records does for us. Because sometimes we believe that it's just about entering the patient's information and ensuring that the record reaches to the clinic in terms of the doctors and the nurses and everybody can access information in a timely manner. That is true. That is very important. But having worked with some of the best managers, the information that we get on a collective basis, we use it to plan. We say, okay, in July, the numbers on the ward tend to go down. Therefore, more people are allowed to take leave in July. To that extent, we go to, right? So there are cycles every year, and it goes up and down, and it goes up by about plus or minus 3%. But we know when the down times are, we know when the up times are. And the maternity ward, for example, you have peak season in September, October, them time there, and so everybody needs to be at work at that time, because if you send out people on leave, the system will be under pressure. So we need the data in order to extract information to gain the knowledge so we can apply wisdom. That's what they call the DIKW cycle, right? So the data is important. It's important that we get correct data. And I think that is where our medical records system, our records team will have a very important role in ensuring that the data that we get is clean and correct. Because if we get the wrong information in, when it comes to the planning time, when it comes to making decisions about, okay, we have referred X amount of urology cases for the past 3 years. We need a urology service at the Maypen Hospital. The only way we're going to get information is from the record. Right? When you collect all that data and put it together, it really helps us in terms of really planning and really getting the right services into the right locations. Now, without that information, there's no way we can approach the government in terms of changing policy. We say, for example, Maypen is a type B hospital. They're not supposed to have a urology service. And yet when you look at the data, we have more urology cases than any type A hospital in the country. When we go to the government with that, they can't say, well, you can't put urology there, because you're only a type A. The data is showing that there's a need for this particular service. And therefore, I say, data, very critical. Absolutely critical. I just want to cite something because again, Maple Hospital became in the spotlight because we had an audit recently from PAHO and they were looking at the maternity ward records for some particular information. And that, my sisters and brothers, put us into a massive tailspin. The information wasn't being recorded properly, and therefore we now had to draw for records, to go through records, to get information manually, to put in even things like pulse and blood pressure, right, from the records. Can you imagine 3 years of maternity cases coming to an institution and we have to go 3 years back, pull the records? I'm going to tell you, say, my medical records department, them cost, but guess what? Them still pull the records. Them still pull the records so that we could get information. I want to commend them for that. Alright, so one of the things that we always get thrown off for is that we always asking you for information the day before we want the information. Right? We always call us the day before, say, oh, we want this information by tomorrow. And it does stress out everybody. One of the good things about digital information is that we won't have to do that anymore, hopefully. Right? Because the information will be easy to collate. Right? Easy to collate. We just go in, we type in what we want, and it just gives us the information. So this whole stress of having to pull and go through, those days will be over. And that is just one aspect of it. There is the research aspect of it. Again, that's another reason why we call upon our medical records department. Call upon them, oh, we want to do our research on X, Y, Z. And then, I'm sorry to pick on Denise all the time, but we should have. But Denise said, we don't have enough staff and we cannot pull in the records and you'll have to give us, let us work on the weekend or whatever, right? And it's stressful because even though you're working on the weekend, you're working hard otherwise and you're short staffed. So, in terms of pulling information, we can now go onto the system, collect the data, and do our research. One of the beautiful things about that is that doing research, we'll be able to publish papers. And I had the privilege of, when I was working in England, doing thoracic surgery. We did a case in operating theater, and the guy just went online, pulled some information, wrote the paper. After writing the surgeon notes, write a paper and send it for publication. Wow. Same place. Right? He was able to collect all that data and do all of that. Graphs and charts and everything. It was amazing. I just started to watch him and I said, boy, look at that. This is what we want for Jamaica. On the way here today, they were interviewing one of the news reporters, a news reporter for many years. And he said that he was working somewhere and there was a young man who was employed who is supervised. And the young man worked for 3 months with them and started complaining that he want to go up on radio, he want to hear his voice on TV, right, or radio, want to hear his voice. And he said he recognized at that point that this person was not fit for the job. Because the job of a news reporter is to give information that is relevant, that is important for making decisions and helping people in their day-to-day living. So the key point is getting the information out there. The key point is not about the stardom and the going on the radio and hearing your voice and people say, well, I hear you on the radio. No. Medical records will have a very important role with this digital age. Alright? And it won't be about pulling records off the counter. You will still have to be pulling records for a while, I must say. Probably about the next 3 to 5 years, you probably will still be pulling records, as we'll have to be scanning information in as patients come. I think they decided that they won't be necessarily scanning any information unless the patients actually come to the institution. So they're scanning forward, not scanning back. So if a person comes in who hasn't been here for years and then they turn up, that is the point to scan the information. Not at the point where they haven't turned up and they still haven't turned up and they still haven't turned up. So we're scanning forward and all that information will be absolutely critical. So it is important that we recognize some of the roles that we will have that will become opportunities for us in the near future. So I have a PowerPoint presentation, but I don't say anywhere to put it, so I'll just quickly go through some other things. So creating audit trails is an important task for digital records where we can discover discrepancies. I want you all to think about getting some more training in this, because this is where your strength is going to be. When we enter data, we need to ensure that the data is correct, as I said. And therefore, any discrepancies, there's specific training that can be done to actually help you in determining when discrepancies occur. It will help us to maintain the quality of the data. And it will help us to give accurate reporting. Now, when we say quality data, we just think of it being of a high standard in terms of reliability and etc. But I wanted to extend the concept of quality wider than that. Quality is about serving a customer, right? When a customer is satisfied, they have received quality service. When a customer comes to our come to a clinic now and we can't find the record, that customer is not receiving quality service because they will not be satisfied because they've been so long wait the whole day. Well, it is so we can't find the record and then they start cussing up bad words. That's not good. As it stands now with the digital record system, every customer that comes should have access to a record when they come. And that is very important in terms of quality. Quality also, one, is less work for you in terms of, if we put in your ear and try to find a record that you really can't find. Quality for the medical staff who will be able to see the patient with all the information they need to be able to treat the patient. So that level of standard is absolutely critical. So what we will need from our medical records team is some supporting staff in ensuring that data entry is accurate. We'll need the capacity to generate and validate reports. We will need data protection stewards, and we will need champions for the digital record system that is coming on board. I want you to think about it, I want you to evaluate, I want you to recognize that you have a very important role to play in what's going forward. But sometimes we think that, oh, so the digital records come now, what are we going to do? There's a whole lot for you to do. A whole lot for you to do. But it's not going to be the simple, basic things that some of us do, which is just going and pulling records, right? We won't have to do that anymore. Now we will be able to apply the training that we've had to take medical records handling of information to another level. You'll be able to manipulate your data, present it in a way that you see important things coming on, that you can even inform your supervisor, who for most institutions, your SMO. Say, look here, this is some trends we are seeing. You know, what you're going to do about it? We are going to be expecting you to bring out the information that as you see it approach. So I want you to recognize, as I have recognized over here, that the medical records department is the hope of the institution. Without a hope, you have no wheel. The wheel can't run. So it is absolutely critical for you to know that your role is not just about working in a department. Your role is about transforming healthcare in the institutions within your work. Transforming healthcare within the parish within your work, within which you work. Transforming healthcare within the nation within which you work. The whole world is looking at us now. We have received an excellent digital record system. Excellent. I can't highlight it anymore. I've been on the journey with Dr. Roof and the team at the ministry for years, trying to fine-tune a system that we can use. One of the problems with the system that we had before was that it was proprietary, and therefore once we couldn't pay the money, the people have just stopped giving us certain things and all the data was get locked away. With this system, we will have ownership of the data. We'll be able to do much more with it. And we will pretty much have it at the cost of a license, which we'll be able to manage, right? Because what we do with our system, if we improve on it, it will be taken and it will be sent out internationally so people can say, okay, improve on this as well. So we share best practices and we are able to improve on each other's systems. So, I know you've been here a while, and as a keynote speaker, I should really speak very long, but I'm very excited about digital records, and I want you to be excited about it as well. Alright? All of you young, you know, why I was going to ask Ms. Willa Richards how long she's here for, but we've been around a while, we know her for a long time still. But yeah, we need to see the day when we are now moving into the digital age. It's a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing. The questions are asked, you know, what happens if light gone? And that kind of thing. What happens if the internet goes down? That kind of thing. But the good thing about it is that there's a lot of work being put in to ensure we have backup and backup and backup and backup, and therefore we really shouldn't have any problems with that once we go live. So we shouldn't really stress too much over that, alright? I just want to mention one other thing here before I go. And I think okay, there was a concern. So as it stands now, medical records, once it goes on the ward, anybody on the medical staff can actually pull that record and look at it and get information, even if they have no reason to get information. So what we are hoping with this system is that people will only get access to patient information only if they have to. So if you're working on pediatrics, for example, and so the patient is on pediatrics and you are on an adult ward, right? The person from the adult ward really and truly should just have free access to the pediatrics ward. But as it stands, if you walk on the ward and look, we can just whistle and pull it out. What we will have to ensure going forward. And I mean, a lot of you may actually go and work in the States. That's how it absolutely is in the States. You can't just go on a ward and get information on a person. You have to get permission to go into that record. So that's one of the advantages of electronic health records. You can actually restrict access to persons, and therefore, you know, the risk of information going out to the wrong person is limited. From a legal perspective, we have international obligations. We have international obligations to keep our records confidential, right? And this is one of the ways that we will be able to do it. I know that some of our medical records departments are vulnerable to people who's walking in. Not mine, but I know that there have been cases where journalists have even gone into records departments and taken pictures of records and all kind of stuff. In Jamaica, right? And breached with the electronic health record system, people have to sign in and sign out. You make sure that when you sign out, because if anybody goes in to your system and they take the picture on the screen with the patient information, you see your name at the top. You know, so I use some of that information. So to make sure you lock off the sign out, because you don't want to see your patient information with your name at the top in a WhatsApp circulating through the community. Right? That's a breach. You can lose your job. You can lose a job just like that. Alright? So these are some of the highlights I just wanted to bring out. And I'm really glad for this opportunity. I hope and pray that you will all buy into it. You get excited about it. You will, when it comes to your institution, you can follow the example of my medical record supervisor, who she's thrown herself fully into it. And that stresses her still, but she really threw herself into it, and she encouraged her staff to join in. And she gets the staff involved. So I want everybody, let's jump in. We don't have, it's inevitable, we don't have a choice. It has to work. We cannot go back to paper now at this point. So therefore, let's make up your mind, so we're going to throw ourselves in it and give it a good shot. Alright, and work with the change. Thank you.
Big round of applause. Dr. Bradley Edwards. Wow. Did you have another wow? Can I get another wow? Another wow. Another wow. Another wow. Another wow. Round the back. Can I get a wow? Yes. Wow. Detail, I mean, very good presentation. And I do hope that you have a takeaway from his presentation. He spoke about the whole thing about data analysis, and of course the strategic, helping strategic planning, and also for the government to plan and make certain critical decisions in terms of expansion of the health services and putting certain equipments that are needed. So don't take your work lightly. What you're doing is playing a very critical role to the advancement of the healthcare system, and you are the front runners there in terms of data collection and information to drive that process. So, you gave your charge, and of course everyone here gave your charge. You have an awesome responsibility to ensure that you play that role and play to the best of your ability. Give him another round of applause. Excellent. And now we're going to move to a presentation to Dr. Bradley, Dr. Edwards. To do the honors, we're going to invite Miss Shereen Saman, who she is our Parish Health Records Administrator acting for Manchester Health Department. Please put your hands together for her. And she's going to present this basket, beautiful basket. Dr. Edwards, we're inviting you to come forward.
Dr. Edwards, on behalf of Medical Records Department.
absolutely just want to say thank you for taking the time out to come and present to us today. When I was at UTEC some years ago, I normally remember Mrs. Nola Hilder teaching about HR, and I used to say, that man reach to Jamaica no time soon. But now I see it and I believe it, and we are so grateful for your presentation today. And as a medical record staff, we promise that we will do our very best to embrace the change and to do our best where this is concerned. God bless you.
Master of Ceremony, Mr. Ted Roy Gordon, Mr. Martin, and all esteemed members on the platform, colleagues and clients, a pleasant afternoon to you. So on behalf of the Jamaica Medical Records staff, the task is mine to be standing here to express a heartfelt thank you to the following persons. A special thanks to our keynote speaker, Dr. Bradley Edwards, for accepting our invitation and for being here with us today. Your thoughts have truly inspired us as you reminded us that medical records is the hub, and without the hub, the wheel can't move, and a digital system ensures data quality. Thank you. Special thanks to Mr. Michael Ben, the Regional Director, for gracing us with his presence and for sharing in the HIM Symposium. I want to especially thank Mrs. Ferguson for your commitment and contribution to the HIM service. Thanks to our Directors of Health Services, Mr. Jermaine Martin, for always supporting and guiding us. Our administrators, both locally and regionally, and technicians who always stick to the call of duty, and for your continuous contribution. How could I express thanks to all the medical records clerks for their efficiency and diligence even in the most challenging times? Thank you. I would be failing in my duties if I did not thank the students from the Mandeville Primary and Junior High for that lovely item. We have enjoyed every moment of it. To our patients, thank you for being here to share in this symposium. I'd also like to thank each and every one of you for being here and for making this day a wonderful and a memorable one for us. So as we advance in health information management in pursuit of high quality information, once again, I thank you.
I just want to say a big thank you to Jerry. He's right over there. He provides background music. Can give Jerry a big round of applause. That's Jerry, DJ Jerry. All right, big up to Shireen and everyone who make it possible. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Southern Regional Health Authority, Health Records Department, Health Information Management Open Day Symposium 2023 under the theme Advancing Health Information Management in pursuit of high-quality digital health information. Thank you so much for those who have to travel to your respective destination. We pray for journey's mercy. God bless you.
I am Jermaine Martin, Director of Health Record Services in the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Today we are at Mandeville Health Center, Manchester Health Department. Today we are having a Health Records Open Day Symposium, and this is in recognition of our Health Records Week of Activity under the theme Enhancing Health Information Management in the digital era. we are coming from a far way where clinical documentation has been in a manual process. Originally, documentation would have been done in a paper-based system. It's actually started on tablets on wall stones, and over time we transitioned from tablets of stone to scrolls of paper, and now we're still using a paper-based system, but very soon we're moving away where we'll be transitioning to an electronic health record where the patient information will be stored digitally. That will allow for quicker access, will allow for better quality of information, better control of the patient information within our care, and also to enhance quality care for the patient through the linking of the records from one facility to the other. So this is an advancement for the health records profession, an advancement for the Ministry of Health, the region by extension. The staff, welcome the health information management staff, welcome on board this initiative. We're ready, we're prepared to embrace an electronic health information system, because better quality information will lead to better management of the patient in general.
My name is Pauline Rose Campbell, Parish Health Record Administrator for the Parish of Manchester. This week we celebrate Medical Records Week of Activities under the theme Advancing Health Information Management through High Quality Digital Health Information. We started the week on Sunday by attending church service at the Paulins New Testament Church of God. On Tuesday, we have an open day celebration at the Manchester Mandeville Comprehensive Health Center. On Thursday, we will be journeying to Kingston for Health Record Symposium at the Terra Nova Hotel. And on Saturday, we will be having our staff social.
Hi team members, good afternoon. I am Veronica Miller-Richards, the Regional Health Records Administrator, the President of the Jamaica Medical Records Association, and the National IFEMA Director, which is an international body of which the association is a member. I am indeed grateful that we had the support today in celebrating our week of activity. It started on Sunday, October the 15th, and we go until Saturday the 21st. As it relates to the theme, we are now in the era of digital health information, and so our region was fortunate enough to be selected as a pilot for it, and for that we are grateful. Our team is very resilient, and so in health information management is paramount in what we do. I would like to wish all my team members all the very best for the week and beyond. Congratulations, team.
I am Dr. Nadine Williams, Medical Officer of the Manchester Health Department, and we're here today at the Mandeville Comprehensive Health Centre in Manchester, where we just celebrated our first Open Day Symposium for Health Information Management Technology. This basically means that we wanted to highlight the processes that goes into collecting patient personal information when they come to our healthcare facilities, in maintaining confidentiality and managing their records in the best way possible. We were able to also commend and highlight the hard-working staff across our health records units in the parish. We also had officers coming from Clarendon, St. Elizabeth, and as far away as St. Mary. So it was a wonderful day. We were able to engage the clients and students who attended, and we know that a lot of persons are now more aware of what health records is all about.